Alright boys, just in man, new guaranteed legendary champion that we're going to be able to get our hands on starting in a couple of days time. That legendary champion is none other than the relatively new, God, if he wants to load, there we go, it finally showed up. Good old Bala, the Lost of the Sylvan Watchers faction, man. Is it going to be worth going for this guy? Well, we're going to cover the event just now. The answer might be, this might be extremely painful for a lot of people. This right here is the event. Heroes Path event for Bala the Lost, starting on July 17th. 2025. Why do they have to confirm that it's 2025? Oh no, it's next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh god, I never noticed that till just now. Anyways, man, this Thursday, July 17th, we're planning to launch the Path of the Lost event where you have a chance to get the legendary champion, Bala the Lost, and other valuable goodies. Okay, good stuff, man. So, getting your hands on Bala, it's good. Like, it's a collectible thing for a lot of people, I think. Just trying to make sure that they get their hands on all of these champions while the demon event is active. The other valuable goodies, by the way, skipping ahead just a little bit, some of the rewards you can get from this event include the legendary champion Bala the Lost himself, okay, but also his 5-star perfect soul, avatar, rare, epic, and legendary mythical twisted horns, okay, so relic crafting materials, but most importantly, that 5-star soul is also going to be up for grabs in this Heroes Path event. Now, you will be able to earn event points by summoning champions from shards, meaning this is a summon rush style event. Fusing champions isn't going to get you anything. Login rewards, track champions like Lemonisi or whatever aren't going to get you anything. This is all going to be about the quality of shard that you're pulling, and really that's going to mean sacred shards, right? Getting points for this event. However, you can also get points from farming artifacts and accessories. How viable is this as an option for finishing this Heroes Path? We'll get into that in just a sec, man. Hey, man, before we do, if you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, then look no further than using my beginner promo link that is down below the top of the video description box, man, to get off to the most incredible start possible with all of the free crap that you see on screen right now, man. Basilius Ranas is your day 1 start at Legendary. Whole sweat load of free epic champions as well as you level your account on up. I'm actually shooting it just like a quick mini-series, on a brand new account using this promo link right now as well. So if you want to play along with me, get the account created today. Gosh darn it. Okay, so getting artifacts and accessories in order to get your hands on Bala the Lost. How viable of an option is that? How many shards should you be looking to pull? We'll get to all of that in just a sec. As for Bala himself, is he worth pulling for? Is he worth going kind of balls to the wall for a little bit? Well, attacks one enemy before attacking, place a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns. Value of the shield is proportional to this champion's attack. I'd imagine this is going to be a fine shield coming out on this A1. The mainstay of this piece of his kit really though is going to be that chance of placing poison sensitivity debuff for a couple of turns. This guy's a poison monster, a poison specialist. His A2 is attack one enemy, 3-turn cooldown, 100% chance of placing leech on all enemies for 2 turns, and instantly activates all poison debuffs on all enemies, and then he actually places those poisons via the A3. 3-turn cooldown, attacks one enemy, place increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, which is a nice to have. Means you can build your Bala just a bit faster, with a little bit less reliance on, accuracy stats. It also has a chance of placing decreased resistance debuff on enemies for 2 turns as well, so even less accuracy requirement on this guy and the rest of the champions in, for example, your hard mode dragon squad and the like. Also places 3 poison debuffs on the initial target for 2 turns, and if he crits with this A3, place 3 poison debuffs for 2 turns on all enemies instead. So quite saucy, right? This is probably going to be like a crit gauntlets kind of guy, like crit rate gauntlets kind of guy, I'd imagine. And then just building him very, very fast, almost similar to how you might build like a ninja on your account, you know? Just classic poison HP burner type activator build on Bala should do just fine. However, I might be way off about that. Increase this champion's ignore defense effect by 1% for each poison debuff instantly activated by this champion, stacking up to 20%. Might be actually worth building out with crit damage gauntlets, to be honest, depending on how hard he hits, which I just don't know at this time. Either way, he's obviously a very, very good poisoner, very, very good poison activator. Is he a standout champion, however, in that sense? Don't get me wrong, I would love to have this guy on something like my free-to-play account where I don't have any poison activators. This guy would be absolutely premium S tier incredible. On my main account though, is he better than, for example, like Stock the Broken? That I'm not quite so sure about. Now, the other issue we're going to have with this Heroes Path event is, of course, pulling shards is going to be the best way to finish this Heroes Path event, and because it's a summon rush type event, it's gonna lean pretty heavily on Sacreds, man, which is really gnarly, it's really nasty, right? Given that there was a 2x recently for Sacred Shards to get your hands on during the champion chase for the Titus 5-star soul. If you missed my video, by the way, trying to push for the win in that champion chase video just recently to get my hands on the Titus soul, you need to go watch that video. But the point is that even a whale account like mine right here, right? I've got my free-to-play account, I've got my whale account right here. This sucker's a little bit tapped in terms of Sacred Shards. I'm not super hyped about the idea of yanking even more Sacred Shards and cracking them open for this event. A part of me is really, really hoping that during this Hero's Path, Plarium decide to be nice, you know, and double the points that you get from pulling other shard types during the Hero's Path, which would soften the blow a little bit. I will say right now, though, man, this is like an early warning. If you do get like double points or something during this Hero's Path for pulling Ancient Shards, or like a good amount of points from pulling Ancient Shards, be very, very careful of that. We are due to have a 2x event on Ancient Shards coming up towards the end of this month, something around like the 27th, I think, off the top of my head. But it's kind of like soft scheduled in. The schedule could change. I'm just going based on like past shard pulling event patterns and stuff like that. So beware of that and just expect to be pulling Sacred Shards for this event if you do decide to pull for it. Which then brings us to the next question. You can farm, of course, accessories and artifacts during this Hero's Path, which, yeah, it's not even in the event window just yet. But yeah, you can farm accessories and artifacts to farm up Hero's Path event points. What are you really talking though, man, to get your hands on a free guaranteed legendary champion in terms of just farming like dungeons, dude, to get your hands on that through a Hero's Path? Well, I might be pulling this number out of thin air, but I swear in past like Hero's Path events and stuff like that, where you've been able to get like a guaranteed like 5-star soul and like or like a guaranteed legendary champion, I think it's been like a 30,000, maybe 35,000 energy drop into like a stage 20 dungeon, right? So, yeah, that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy, man. How much is that in terms of gems? Screw it, man. Let's just do it live, man. Let's just get the calculator up real quick. And so what is let's just assume it's like 35,000 energy to get this done. Divide that by 130. What the hell? Oh, I just typed it in wrong because I'm an idiot. Well, we got there in the end. Wait a minute. That can't be right. 269 energy refills? Oh my god, dude. So if you multiply this by... Okay, dude. So yeah, if you multiply 269, which is how many energy refills you need to hit 35,000 energy, by 40, which is the cost of a gem refill, or like an energy refill in terms of gems, you're looking at about just under 11,000 gems. So just over 10,000 gems worth of full energy refills in this farming dungeons to get about 35,000 energy expenditure in this Hero's Path and hopefully get it done. Now, I'm pulling these numbers out of thin air a little bit, right? I'm just guessing. But you got to bear in mind that, you know, this Hero's Path is not just going to feature Ballad the Lost, but also his 5-star soul as well. And so if you're looking to get your hands on both, you're going to be looking at a massive, massive energy expenditure like that. Now, how worthwhile is the 5-star soul on Ballad the Lost? Well, even blessings aside, it's going to be pretty damn valuable given that, of course, a 4-star soul awards the crit damage. The 5-star soul is going to award the accuracy passive stats. So really quite valuable indeed for basically any damage dealer that requires, you know, accuracy and a good amount of crit damage, which I'm assuming that Ballad does, given that he has some ignore defense on his passive. And so you've also got to bear in mind on top of that as well, is that you're not just competing in this Hero's Path and not just pushing to get any old, so like split souls for Ballad, right? You're literally going all in to try and get your hands on his 5-star soul. Right? You're not like gathering split souls like we have here with like Adeline, for example, blah, 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 blah. None of that nonsense. No, you're going straight in for a 5-star soul for this guy. So it's an all or nothing situation here. For me, this is expensive. This is FOMO as hell, given that this is coming straight after, again, a 2x event on Sacred Shards where a lot of people are very, very tapped, and really pulling shards is going to be the best possible way to get this Hero's Path done. Is it worth doing? I don't know. I'm going to wait until the Hero's Path actually comes out on the 17th. I'll probably do a video on it then, like in the morning as soon as it comes on out. And that way we can actually do the math on just how many shards are going to be needed to pull in order to get this thing done, and how much energy you might expect to spend in order to kind of get the rest of the way there, you know, because Hopefully we're going to be keeping shard pulling to a minimum during this hero's path, but it's going to be expensive either way. But there you have it, man. Let me know what you guys think. Are you actually interested in pushing on this event? Are you just going to be doing like a bunch of dungeon divers and just dungeon tournaments and stuff like that? And whatever points you get, you just pick up some cheap rewards at the beginning of the path, maybe like an Immortal Soulstone or something, if there's something like that, towards the beginning of the path. Are you going to be pushing for Balar? Are you going to be pushing for Balar and the 5-star soul? Are you going to be going all in for this one, man? Maybe like a collector, and that's just your view, and that's what you're going to be doing during this event, man. Let me know down below, man, so we can get like a good barometer on just how many people are actually going for this event. For now, thanks so much, you guys. Hope you also enjoyed this one, man. And stat that blew my mind recently is that only like a third of you guys, actually on some videos, only a quarter of you guys that watch the videos are even subscribed to the channel. So I really appreciate, man, if you not just hit like on this video, but also subscribe to the channel and join on up, man, for future endeavors and just mongoloidery and just like the general idiocy that goes on this channel, man. It'd be great to have you on board, man. If you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account as well, by the way, make sure that you use the best beginner promo link going, which, would you know it, you can find down below at the top of the video description box, man. Just click on that link on laptop or PC, use it to create a new Raid account for all of the free stuff that you see on screen right now. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to catch all of you all this day a tad bit later, man.